Oh, we are definitely not jive. I'll tell you that much right now. Ain't no jive in my life. I just wanna be close to you and do things it will be everything. Meow 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 meow. Hey, what the hell? Oh, I'm missing something here. What's going on? What's going on, Ammo? Roger Hicks, Big Will, John Smith, Audio NY, Serious Dwick. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. No. What's up, Black Beats? What's up, Lost B? So 100 in the building, bro. If you guys have not been by so100.com, what are you doing with your life? Especially since we got so many in NPC gang right now that are exploring their standalone proclivities. Oh, damn. All right, so this is supposed to be on the homepage. Yep. Yeah, so 100 is the fucking is the key group goat. Like the most definitely easily the most usable key groups like for if you want to make a beat that is sounds like something we would listen to today. And that's no knock to anybody else who does key groups. Well, I mean it kind of is. It's just the fucking truth, bro. So 100's got the fucking sauce, like straight up. Like that shit is so much better than everybody else's. I don't care. Even if you don't get the collab that me and him did, like all of them shits, very last one of them. So if you guys were checking me out on the Twitter, um, looking at the Twitterverse, you probably noticed that I got some new stuff for you. I'm pretty excited about it. the first one, the first one is Six Pack Volume 2, and this is actually something inspired by So 100. He's got a group of key groups on his site called called Pay It Forward, and it's $1, right? And he was telling me, he's like, yo, when you do stuff at a high quality and you believe in it, all you got to do is expose somebody to it. Um, and a lot of people balk at prices. Uh, so Six Pack Volume 2, which would normally cost in the neighborhood of $4,000, because I'm that fucking dope. I'm giving it away more than 99% off. $12. $12 for six compositions, the MIDI and the stems. Nobody's doing it like that. And it was fun because it was something that I did on the Prophet X. Like I was like I finally had time. I got to lock in with the Prophet X, and I was going through patches, creating stuff, and it was a fun thing. I did it 100% on the Prophet X. I think there's a bass line on there, because the loop just called for a bass line, so I got on Trillion, and that J bass is the only thing that isn't from the Prophet X, because the Prophet X doesn't have any acoustic basses, right? But everything else is 100% off of the Prophet X. Um, and it was super fun to make, and it's kind of indicative of where we're going here on CMP kits. And then the next one that dropped today was Arrangement Arsenal. I realized that I hadn't done an Arrangement Arsenal in a super long time. Normally I would try to get like two of these a year out. You know what I mean? Do like 20 arrangements a year. And I'll tell you what happened, guys. So when you know, we got to be careful. We got to be careful with our narratives, right? So I was, the narrative that all music is mids right now. I think that's cap, bro. I don't think that the actual tunes are mids. What I think, what I think that's happening is our experience on fucking Earth right now is mids, and the music is just not captivating, because it's not matching up to our experiences. You know what I'm saying? Because I went through, and when I do these arrangement arsenals, it's not an easy thing. Like, I have to sit and listen to music, and the reason why I hadn't done one in a while was because, like, I didn't really feel like sitting and listening to music, and I had a I had an experience with the Big Sean album, right? So, you know, I go and I cut on the Big Sean album, and it was like, the first thing I wanted to hear was the posse cut, because it had the posse cut had what's it called? The posse cut had like Royce on it. I was excited to hear Royce's verse. I think Sada's on there. Um and a couple of other Detroit goons that I just wanted to hear. And so I was like, all right, I know if there's gonna be a good song on here, it's definitely gonna be this one. And I put that shit on, and I was instantly disgusted, uh because bro took the grinding beat and just wrecked it, dude. Like, I mean, if you're gonna sample the grinding beat, you don't need to put anything on top of it. Just let the grinding beat run. You know what I mean? Like, you don't gotta put nothing else on it. Just let the grinding beat run. And then as I listened to the song even more, like, there was like three other beats on that track. So like I'm just sitting here, and I'm like trying to get pumped up and lift weights to this shit at 4:30 in the morning, and I'm just like, yo, it's Friday. I don't want to start my day like this. You know what I mean? So I cut that song off. I went back to listening to Rick Ross, you know, and it was I just got right. Then throughout the day, people are asking about it. I'm in the discords, and people are talking about it. MG is like, yo, I like some songs on here, which was weird, because my boy don't like nothing. So I was like, all right, and he insisted. He's like, yo, you gotta listen to Wolves, right? So I listen to Wolves, and I'm like, damn, bro, this beat, this would be a good beat for Arrangement Arsenal, because the beat has a bridge. You know what I mean? And then I went and listened to Deep Reverence, because it's got Nipsey on it. So I'm like, all right, at least there'll be like one real verse on here. And then that turned out to be a really good song too, with another great arrangement on it, right? So I was like, all right, let me go through some music. And as I'm searching these lists of like the best rap songs of 2020 or whatever, um, I came to a realization that it's not that these songs, I mean, granted, there granted there is a abundance of mids out there, right? But you guys should know me by now. I am, I'm a producer, but when it comes to rap music, I don't know. I have a tendency to listen to the raps. I don't, call me crazy, right? Call me crazy. Like, call me crazy. I'm listening to rap music, paying attention to the raps first. I don't, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid, but like I found this NBA Young Boy song that had Offset on it, and them dudes were fucking destroying that beat. And I was like, "Yo, this beat is awesome. This is the 50 Cent in my car sample." But they didn't like put 808s on it, but they still, like it was like it was like a different type of production. And then I came across like I came across like a Corday and a Roddy Rich song, that was dope, that was like capturing their little moment. I re-listened to Drake Pop Star, and Drake Pop Star isn't a bad song at all. It's not even mids. Like Drake was floating on that shit. It's just that there is nowhere to go to turn up and listen to that Drake song and have it connect and become like some type of cultural moment. You know what I mean? Because of what we're going through with, like, people not wanting to make contact, because of what we're going through with people being shamed for going out and having a good time and interacting with each other, and you're supposed to stay away, and and all that fuck shit. um the the music does not have the same presence on social media and in the media, period, right? And I want to be careful, and I want to be careful and make sure that, me personally, that moving forward throughout the rest of the year, that I don't just you know dismiss the rest of the work that comes out, simply because there isn't a media culture to grab on and tell me like, yo, this is good, this is what you're supposed to listen to. Because I mean, that's a big part of the experience of music, right? I mean, that's why back when we used to buy CDs, they would put the big sticker on it, and they would be like featuring the smash hits, and they would name the three singles, but those three songs hadn't come out. But it's a big part. It's a big part of our American psyche to connect with things that are popular and are financially successful, right? It's the same reason why even people who claim that they're not like that, like take J. Cole for example. What's J. Cole's fans' number one gripe on him? He's an empirically proven top tier lyricist. It's empirical, whether you vibe his music or not. But their biggest gripe is that everybody that there isn't a consensus, right? That's what we're missing. There is no consensus. There's no consensus, whether it be a social media consensus, traditional media consensus, whether it's a cultural consensus. Nobody can agree that this is the thing we're supposed to thrust up. And this problem, that it happened pre-COVID. It happened when there was no song of the summer last year, right? Everyday struggle posed the question. And sales wise, we were to believe that Old Town Road was the song of the summer, but none of us were fucking with that song. You know what I mean? Like, that was a 100% fake play, SM Zeus pumped up, bullshit moment, and we all felt it. You know, we all felt it. So yeah, man. Um, as a music lover, and as a creator, I want to do a better job of not just brushing these boys' music off simply because I can predict that it's not going to gain a consensus. Because when people are saying all this shit is mids, that's what they that's what's really bugging them. It's not that the kicks and snares are put in the wrong place. It's not that the mix is bad. It's not that the raps are bad. You know what I mean? Like if you listen to Alfredo and Plugs We Met and shit, even like something like Latin Grammys, you know what I mean? Like, and you tell me that that's mids, then I gotta be like, dude, you don't like music. You know what I mean? Because those are three top tier MCs rapping their ass off, and all of a sudden that's mids. No, it's not that it's mids. It's that there's nobody to give you a consensus anymore. And since you feel uncomfortable and you don't know what to call that because you're so used to having this defined for you within the culture, rather than being able to say I don't understand what this moment is, you just dismiss it and say, nah, it's mids. And we got to do better than that. Oh man. B4HDD. Are modern producers so lazy that they are ready to buy a ready calculated arrangement? Is this a joke? No, uh B4HDD. This is not a joke. This is actually every year this is my best selling product. Um People love it. So, it's definitely not a joke. Uh so the what's it called? The arrangements the arrangements that I went ahead and put in here for the people is I broke down um I gave you guys my blank routing template, so you know the mix bus, the effect sends with no plugins on them, of course, the band bus and the drum bus. That way whenever you want to make a template, you can just pull up the blank routing template, and then all you have to do is put your VSTs and whatever you're going to use for drums, and you know that'll be fine, right? I gave you guys the CMP go to drill template, so pretty much every time you guys see me make a drill beat, I have this one arrangement that I kind of customize with each track, um, and that is in there. And then and then for the and then for you know the and I'm gonna have a part soon because I found 20 songs that were like really unique, and I was like, oh okay, this is cool. Um, so I got the bigger picture by the baby. I got Deep Reverence, Big Sean, For the Night, Pop Smoke, and the bigger picture by Lil Baby, For the Night, Pop Smoke, and Baby, Gifted, Corday, and Roddy Rich, Laugh Now, Cry Later, Drake and Lil Durk, Patek, um, with Future and Uzi, Pop Star, Drake and Khaled, What's Poppin', Jack Harlow, and Wolves, which is probably like the most involved one. And I want to show you guys Wolves. All right, so if you do purchase this, what I want you to pay attention to is you can in Studio One you can go to this icon and click show track notes, and you will be able to write notes in these tracks, right? And in a couple of them, I've written you guys some notes. with just like my thoughts as I was arranging this, especially the my go-to drill template, right? But for you guys that aren't familiar with the product, I show you guys like this is where how you would do your micro edits. This is your drum bus. This is your band bus. So obviously this is all of your instruments. This is all your drums. I show you guys the mutes, right? Show you guys the dropouts. Drum mute here, drum mute there, and then when you zoom in, you get to see the elements of the composition, right? And the thing that makes this product so powerful, and what our Russian bot isn't smart enough to understand, is that this is this is just a reference, right? So this is telling you that there's a bass synth, there's a low mid synth lead, there's a synth string run, and there's piano chords. But you being a modern producer and a young goat, you don't have to follow that. All you have to do is think about it in terms of module composition, right? And then you could put whatever instruments that you want to fit this. I mean, you could do this with orchestral instruments if you want. It doesn't have to be a synth. But as you go through, you get to see you know the uh the constitution of the drums, like what sounds they're using. If you see a clap and a snare, you know what that's going to be, right? That's going to be a snare on the that's going to be, claps on the 3, and then the snare is going to be doing that dodgy snare shit, the cat cat cat, um as you scroll through it, you get to see these parts, right? And the way that I suggest using it is, so if you see like bass synth, low mids, but that's 4 instruments. So then what you do is, you go to your instruments, and you get your string for your string run, right? And then you get your synth for your synth lead, right? And then we'll do a Jupiter for our synth bass, right? And then labs for your keys. And then what this does is this kind of unfucks the anxiety of like, oh my god, what sounds do I pick? What's gonna sound good, right? Because ain't nobody got time for that shit, dude. You know what medal are you gonna get? What fucking prize is gonna be bestowed upon you? You know what you're gonna wind up like? You're gonna wind up like the Russian bot over here. You're gonna wind up like B4. You're gonna wind up going into somebody's random live stream talking about arrangement, seeing a hack that could save you some time, and then being a hater and trying to troll the chat about it. And that's ugly. And I don't want that for you. You deserve better, right? But this one's so dope because if you look at the top, I mean, there's so many parts to this. You got hook A, verse B, verse C, verse C, hook B. There's a verse D, so there's 4 different variations of the verse, right? And then you wind up with the bridge, and then you wind up with the outro. So you're looking at the intro is completely unique too, right? So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different variations, right? And the thing that I've come to notice in like the question that comes up over and over again It's like, yo, how do I go about making a more intricate arrangement? How do I go about, you know, selecting sounds? How do I go about knowing where to? I mean, the way that you learn it, the way that you learn it is by studying, right? And this is a study. This is a study tool. This is a this is a this is a piece of this is an educational piece, and it's to be used as such. So uh, I don't want to say my changes in wolves. So what I want to do, what do we got? Let's so when you get this right, it'll come and it'll work in Studio 1.4 and 5 because I created it in Studio 1.4. That's what I do. I created it in the older version so that you'll have it and be able, it'll be backwards compatible. What you should do, where the hell is it? So you'll get it, you'll unzip it, and you'll get all these .song files, right? And all you got to do again, these were created in version 4, but you can open up older songs. You just can't open up a version 5 and version 4, right? So if I want to do like pop star right here, if you get that, don't worry about that. Just remove it. Yo, where the hell is the fucking arrangement? God damn it. That's gonna piss me off. Close. All right, let's look for. That's gonna have to be an update. Let's go for. Let's do laugh now, right? Because I gotta loop that'll work with this. Boom. So let's go to files. Let's go into the 6 pack and let's find us a loop ski. Poetic, do not forget to use the search button because there's a lot of pages on that advanced tab. The easiest way to kind of get your the easiest way to kind of wrap your head around what's going on, like how many tutorials there actually are in there. My bad, guys. I just want to show him something. Um, shit. But the easiest way to kind of wrap your head around this is to go into and don't sleep on this folder either, man. This is for easy keys. like bro, do not sleep on this fucking folder. Do not sleep on that folder. But you go lesson MIDI files, and these are all the lessons. So if you want a quick reference, going to the lesson MIDI files, going here and then hitting the search button, that's the quickest way to kind of find what you're looking for. when you're going through the back catalog. John Smith, you haven't went in the Dropbox, bro. You guys that don't use the Dropbox make me sad, dude, because it's like it's the whole value of the site. Bro, I'm gonna just take all the midis from the Dropbox and resell them to you for $200. Yeah, I kind of like this for this. Okay, so this is 125. Let me just set the tempo on it. All right. So here's the thing, right? So like for a beat like this, you know, and sometimes guys, you're gonna see you're gonna see like, oh man, like yeah, this is a really simple arrangement. Like, yeah, it's a really simple arrangement, bro. You've got two different sound pieces. So if you have like a you know like a CMP loop, a drum broker loop or something, the first thing that you do is you identify like what your two pieces are gonna be. Let's see what we got. All right, so for example, this this loop right here, it has an intro. There's a third piece to it. So nothing so there's no one saying that you can't use you know you can't use the different parts, right? So I can start my beat off like this. So like you see how there's a difference. There's a horns and there's a horns arp texture. So like this, right? I can use just the horns here. All right. I'm using this loop because this is the same patch from the original. And then like on my outro, I can bring back this part, right? Embellish on it, make it my own. You actually compelled me to spend money at Drum Broker site today. Had me feeling small in my in my drum and sample library. Should have spent money at cmpkits.com, bruh. You over there spending with the ops. Nah, but that's what's up. So now I could look at this and I could say, okay, I'm in G minor. I got a I got a kick clap in an 808. You know what I mean? So now I can go and grab my MPC, right? Let's go hit the MPC. We're gonna hit the MPC. It's the CMP MPC. Oh, shut your mother. All right, so let's get some soundies. All right. All right. Let's have some fun. mother. Suck kiss your mother. Suck your mother. There we go. Yo, Tweeg. No drill styled 808s using Av McCree tips. Av still hasn't showed how to do drill style 808s on this in this machine, sir. Yo, Tweet says he did. It's on his YouTube. No, I saw that video. Those aren't drill style 108 808s. The problem is you guys is you guys don't listen to drill. It's okay. Y'all are them type of people that is like, yo, I can't listen to drill because the English voices, they just sound so weird, you know? And you fucking you fucking heard two Pop Smoke songs and think you know what drill sounds like. Then you want to come to CMP's channel and tell me something. I'm not here for it, papa. Thank God for computers. Imagine if I had to practice to be good enough to catch that in one clip. That would make our Russian homeboy happy. Hey, where's the Mellotron? The Mellotron sits right here, but we're making beats right now. I have different loadouts. Look at that. Look at God, bro, with the quantization. Yeah, no, the NPC glides are a fucking joke. They're a joke. Like you have to in order to make something in order to make UK drill, right? All right. Okay. Since you guys don't understand, UK drill, right? UK drill, the melodic elements of UK drill are pitched so far down that there is a hole, right? In this in like the C4 and C5 octaves. There's a hole in C3, like the fucking the majority, because it's halftime and it's pitched so low, the majority of of their melodic content sits in the bass register. So when you put an 808 just at the same register of the melody, you get a lot of masking. So what winds up happening is they spend a lot of time bouncing, throwing that 808 with a pitch bend up 1 and 2 octaves. And you cannot get an authentic UK drill sound by just gliding up 12 semitones. Like it doesn't sound like that. It sounds like you're a fuckboy trying to pretend, you know? And I'm not into that style of production just to get people to look at my tutorials, bro. You know what I mean? Like I'm more like true to the actual composition of the music and showing you guys how to actually make it rather than putting up a video and being like yo, you can do it here too, and then it be cap because I didn't take time to understand what those guys actually are doing. You know what I mean? But you can do what you like, man. If you wanna make drill beats, fucking gliding up to the fifth, taking taking 300 milliseconds to glide up to the fifth, then you do your damn thing, buddy. And make these hi hats a little bit better. Yeah, we're on an MPC. Let's act like it, guys. Let's shift those over to. Let's bring these back. Let's bring the snare back. Uno. Right? Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, guys. And then my favorite swing is a solid 53. Right? Yeah, let's do that. Oh yeah. Oh, it's so much better. Makes me happy. Low ends, what's up, bro? All right, that's better. That's better. I like that a lot more. Let's explode that. Let's explode that. Let's explode that. Let's go to my 808 and let's explode that. We got so many explosions. Oh my god, he's got so many explosions. So now I can take this, yoinky yoinky. So here's the dope part, right? You go here. You can make your stuff red. You go and you pack a folder, right? Drums, right? And now this right here will let you, because I've already got the, everything pre-routed. You just go boom, right? And now you got a drum bus. Awesome. Right here. Make a folder for this. Pack folder. Band. I'll hide this guy. Go out to the band track. Right. So you take this drum folder, you match it up with what you got up here. You notice how you got a little drop right there? Oops. Take this guy. Yoink. Take these guys over here. You notice how you notice how on this song how few drums there are? That's why I picked it. So you could kind of get the feel for making something like this. Like look at this drop. You guys ever do drops like this on a one? Would you normally do that? Now you don't have to think about it. Working with an arrangement arsenal pack will inspire you. It'll give you ideas. Because once you actually do this, you'll burn it into your memory, and that's the thing with hacks and templates and shit like that, right? So you see how I got this cut out, right? So you do, and working with the folders makes it much easier to do this. And these little drops, these only come from the engineer having the vocals on the track, right? But if you could put drops like this in the beat, and you're actually working with an artist, when they get to freestyling over this and they get to this part, what's up, Money Mikes? But like, see, you see this drop right here. Would you have done that? This little one drop right here on the downbeat. Would you have done this? Yeah, I got all my reverbs and ping pongs laid out in the template. That's why it's so powerful, bro. And see, like, what I noticed from analyzing different arrangements, not just designing this specific product, is this drop right here. This is a popular drop, like a little half bar, quarter bar drop, and it typically happens in the beginning of the song, like within the first 30 bars, because it's like something to grab your attention real quick, and then you won't see anything like that for the rest of the song. This also pops up in the Patek arrangement, which is included in arrangement arsenal, and it is it's super powerful, to see that it's a theme, to see that it's something that pops up. But you see how easy it is to do something like this. And I mean, like, once you have this, you could save this and make your own template, and then it's just a matter of, putting, finding a different loop. What was that, a G minor composition? Let's see if we have a G minor in here. Look. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you're still, like, if you're pursuing production in a real way, like, and you're wanting to get on, that's six pack volume one, bro. 575 inside of Studio One tutorials right now. 575 at studio1tutorials.com. $5.75. This is what I'm giving away for $5.75. You know what I mean? Then you couple it with something like Arrangement Arsenal and an MPC, and you're fucking out of here. But you see, I didn't change the drums. We changed the music, and this is like this is, I've said this before. and I've said it again, bro. Like, just really good. No, I don't have a Pro Tools version. I have a Studio One version, but like if you're interested, like if you're interested in doing a beat store, if you're interested if you're interested in doing type beats, if you're interested in working at a high capacity, like this is what this is designed for, right? Because you could get really fucking nasty, right? So let me put you on to something. What's this arrangement pack called? If you go to if you go to my website, if you go to my website, CMP kits, because I'm CMP. If you go to CMP kits and you go to the second link, arrangement templates, you will find Arrangement Arsenal 5. That's this right here. Soul Avery, Beat Store is still a thing. Yeah, Soul Avery, Beat stores are still a thing, bro. Beat stores are definitely still a thing. I think just because like I think when you don't see successful people around you doing something, you have a tendency to think that they're not still a thing. But bro, every week, Cheddar from MG's Discord posts $600 of exclusive sales, and we don't know what he's doing with his leases. You know what I'm saying? But if we go to okay, say let's add a library, right? And let's go to let's go to six pack volume one. Six pack volume one, and we'll add six pack volume one, right? And then I'll go to where did I put that stuff? Did I put it? Okay, so right, so say I wanted to do type beats because type beats are still a thing. Like regardless if you think they're corny or not, right? But there's people out there that still want to do that. But I don't understand like why people don't like turn up with it. Like people jump in it and they do it halfway. So you go and you reference the actual real song, right? And then you reference it against a pack of loops, like CMP loops, and what it's gonna do is it's gonna give you a vibe and an energy, and then it's gonna give you a hierarchical similarity, right? So I have this one, which that's what I used already, right? It's also identifying this one as a choice. It's also identifying this as a choice. It's also identifying this one as a choice, right? So if you have this, so say we wanted to do this, right? So you have the arrangement already. And then you did this one. You set the tempo. This is E minor. E is, let's see, 1, 2, three, four, five. Let's see, I'll go down five to get back to G. So you understand what I'm saying? Like, you could pay attention to me now. Like, really pay attention to me. If you got the right samples, right? Like, not bullshit samples, like good samples from people that know how to make samples, right? You got the right samples. You got the right arrangements. Okay. What you could do, you got 10 arrangements. You go and get yourself 50 loops. You go and do this, you go do this 5 times for each different loop. Right? Or you do this 5 times for each sample, right? So you boom, 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 boom. Then you release one a day, 5 days a week, every week for 10 weeks. And you've got 10 weeks of releases that are, instantly familiar because you're using proven arrangements from songs that people like. You're matching it with synonym, so it's already in like the sonic wheelhouse from the beginning. But you notice that it, like, if you really notice, none of the 3 beats that I've made, one, they haven't sounded the same as each other, and two, they don't sound anything like the original Drake song. This is how you produce content. If you won't have you're not gonna have 50 original ideas in a month. You're not. It's just not gonna happen. But if you want to put out 50 beats in a month, and I'm out here busting my ass to give you guys 60 loops a month. You know what I'm saying? And then there's all these other sample creators that are busting their ass to give you as many loops as a month as possible, and you find the good ones, and then you work with the good arrangements, and then you know which drums fit together, so you're not sitting here like a dumbass trying to use a different kick on every song. You know what I mean? Why would I go through a bunch of claps when, like, seriously, like, why would I go through a bunch of claps when this clap sounds awesome on every track? Why would I do that? For what? To what end? You guys talk to me. Oh, it's a struggle. Yeah, I know. Like this is the game, guys. This is how it's done. And this isn't even how it's done. Like the way that the way that your people who are, whose tags is all over the records that you want to be on, the way that they're doing it is they're using actual humans, right? So they're getting, they're using their popularity and notoriety to convince other people to give them this amount of work. And you might look at it and be like, yo, I could never do that because who's going to want to work with me? Who's going to want to placate their ego and just make the melodies while I do the drums? And it's just like, bro, all you have to do is just make the investments, whether that's buying my samples or whether that's getting a fucking Splice subscription. You know what I'm saying? And then and just loading up on Splice sounds, whether that's hitting up the drum broker for for a few packs a month, and just ripping through all of them. You know what I mean? Like that's what this is all about. Or you could go Black Hand Tactics, like Yo Yo. Or no, that don't even have to be Black Hat, because there's a lot of people on Reddit that'll do it. I mean, bro, like the amount of people that me and MG inspired to do this shit is crazy, bro. Like if you go here, I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at how look at how advanced this shit is now. Look at these motherfuckers art now, bro. You know what I mean? Like look at bro, look at the escalation of competition that is going on within this space. You know what I mean? They're everywhere. They're everywhere. This is like this shit right here is the new type beat. Look at it. It just keeps going and going. This shit didn't exist before Spicy Sundays, bro. Yeah, DJ Tyson, we inspired this. This was not a thing. This shit right here, this was not a thing before Spicy Sundays. Let me explain it to you. Let me explain it to you. If you're new, right? 50 packs, right? 50 packs. 1 year. For 1 year. For 1 year. Me and MG the Future and Matthias jumped on board. Okay? Look at those covers. Look at those covers. What's that look like? Look at these covers, baby. What's that look like to you? Come on now. We were out here. 50 of them. 50 of them once a week. Once a week. Nobody was doing that. Producer Grind wasn't doing that. DJ Payne One wasn't doing that. Curtis King wasn't doing that. Busy Works Beats was not doing that. Av McCree was not doing that. Nobody was doing that. Nobody was giving out 10 free loops every Sunday. And you know how you could see it, because I was looking at this when you look at if you come here on Sunday and then you go today, you'll see that Sunday is the hot day to upload, right? But I mean, when you go and do your filters, this is how you find all the new ones, right? 2 hours ago, 2 hours ago, 5 days ago, 1 day ago, 4 days ago. All right, look at it. Look at it. Dude, look at the artwork. Look at how I'm telling you, look at how much this shit is escalating.
So I'm just gonna pick one.
This fucking goofball off my screen. Jesus. Look at this, bro. Look at this. Still waiting for y'all to receive your flowers. It pisses me off that you guys don't get your due. Bro, I've received my flowers, bro. You guys again, that goes back to what I was talking about with the whole marketing and consensus, bro. Like you guys appreciating what we do is my flowers, bro. You know what I mean? Like that's like like I'm grateful for that. I don't sit around like ungrateful like, yo, I wish people would say out loud that, Spicy Sundays inspired them to make these loops. Like I don't need this dude to say that to me. Yeah, there's like yeah, you will. There's like four or five different graphics tutorials. Like the one that's really popular is the Travis Scott cover. That one is like that's. But I mean, like that's nerd shit, bro. That's fucking producer nerd shit. Like it doesn't matter. Fucking if people got like similar covers, you know. What else are you guys talking about? Dell's Beats off topic, but can the fate is the fader port the best transport for Studio One? Yes, yes, yes. It is. Yes, yeah. Fader port. Period. We appreciate you guys for showing us a lot of what the OGs hid and didn't show. I mean, that's why I started this channel. I subbed like four of the best ones and seen when their dripping text come out. I swear I seen like 10 of them the same style. Yeah, I still don't know how to do the dripping text, but that's the fucking that's the sauce is the dripping text. I scrolled down CMP's page and he's been making Studio One tutorial, bro. 820 uploads, man, and that's just on YouTube. But yeah, I don't know if you guys that's what yeah, no problem, Tyson. I'm the anti-gatekeeper. You guys fuck with this? You guys fuck with this one yet? Yeah, Big Will, it was hard. It was hard. I struggled for a long time too, man. I struggled for a super long time. Just really good. You got Soothe? You like it? Money Mike says, I was the one who told MG to get it. Drizzle says for 200 I need a deep dive before I buy. I mean, there's nothing really to deep dive, bro. It's a it's a fucking it's a cheat code, bro. Oh, you got your mood? That's what's up. CMP is like the jelly of Studio One. I'll take it, bro. Jelly's cool. The word on the street is that you're moving over to Reason Studios like Illmind. Yeah, bro. Illmind got paid by Reason Studios to use that shit, bro. Stay all the way woke. I've only used it on vocals. I think you guys have it on full on in the mix. There's no more generation lost pedals anywhere. Let's see if that's cap. Let's see. Cooper Effects has got two of them. You can get the arcade pedal and get the and get the generation loss card for it, no problem. Look at this. Look at this right here for $285. This is the best deal right here. This is the best deal right here. But you guys are fucking asshats and you want the same exact one that CMP has and you don't and you're not fucking listening to me. This is the same thing. Right? The Cooper effects is the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Right? Cooper effects invented the generation loss pedal. Chase Bliss added some fucking dip switches and some LFOs. You guys want to pay an extra $400 for LFOs. And I'm telling you that you don't have to. Yo, it costs less because there's no LFOs. You guys want to spend $400 on fucking LFOs, bro. Shane, how's it sound? Shane has this. Shane has this. How's the arcade's generation loss sound? Does it sound like awesome fucking lo-fi? Does it have an amazing low pass filter? Does it sound gritty and grimy when you put it on a keys part? Wow. Shane has this. She says it's awesome. She's probably lying. Oh, this is only shipping to the states. Money mics. But you can find these. You can find these. Oh, Shane, I'm glad you got your hands on it and you're having fun. I know you guys will have fun with this shit. Everybody loves to tell me like this one isn't the same as the Chase Bliss one, but they can't tell me what the difference is. Money Mike's told me that the Chase Bliss had a chorus on it. He told me that my pedal that that my pedal had a chorus effect on it. Oh, and you get two cards with it? That's fucking fire. So you get two pedals. You get two pedals with arcade. That's amazing. More knobs. But you don't fucking know what the knobs do. Like you're fucking obsessed with something that you don't even know how it works. And you're telling the guy who actually has one, who's trying to help you get there quicker and for less money. Like, bro, I was gonna get the Cooper Effects one. I only bought the big boy one to stunt. Like, you guys keep fucking telling me about like there's different functionalities and different sounds. I'm telling you that I bought it to stunt. Like I'm honest about it. They like no cap. I bought it to stunt because I do content. If you don't post content, then who are you stunting for? The dog? Your old lady? You know what I'm saying? I had I had somebody hit me up and it was like, man, I'm so pissed. I thought I was getting like a $300 discount on this Generation Lost pedal, and it's not the Chase Bliss one. I'm like, why are you so pissed? He's like, well, because I wanted to Chase Bliss one. I'm like, why? "Uh, eh." I'm like, bro, wait till that thing gets there. Put it on a source. Tell me if you have fun. 3 days later, man's filling up my inbox. Oh my god, this pedal is life. Yo, this shit is so much fun. I don't got nothing that sounds like this. Oh my god, da 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 da. I'm like, yeah. And you save $300, bro. And nobody knows that he doesn't have the Chase Bliss. You know what I'm saying? All right. What else are we talking about? How am I loving the Mellotron so far? I haven't used it yet, to be honest. Is there another alternative to mood? I don't know. I haven't researched that. I don't research alternative, guys. I'm not in the business of that. The way that K last, thank you for interacting in the chat. This is my first time seeing you out here. I appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, I don't search for alternatives. I find something that's wavy, and then I buy that shit. Money Mike's has been looking for has been looking for these arcades all week, huh? JC Graves, hey, looking for a hardware polysynth. Any recommendations? No more than $1,500. Nope. All the polysynths I like are expensive. CMP is lead as fuck. Silent Ben, what's up, bro? I don't think I don't think that's a I don't think that's funny, Ben. I mean, dude, when it comes to synths, when it comes to synths, the way that you the way that you figure out to get what to get is to all right, so I'll tell you like this. I'll tell you like this. This is how so um this is how I think you should go about buying synths, right? So, I'll give you a little backstory. In the circle of musicians that I fucked with earlier when I was in like teenage years in my 20s, they were like big on the Roland stuff. So when I finally got money to buy synths, I bought like a Roland this, I bought a Roland Phantom, I bought a Roland Gaia. I probably spent like 3 or 4 bands, like when I didn't even have a lot of money, on Roland shit, right? I wanted a polysynth, so I bought a $600 Roland polysynth. I wanted, a workstation, so I bought, a Phantom G, right? And it was it was cool, right? But I didn't fall in love with any of the shit because what had happened was I went off of what these other people liked, and these other people, what they were was they were gigging musicians. Okay. So the reason why they like the Roland stuff is because the Roland stuff has a lot of bread and butter sounds that are good for gigging, right? Playing live. And when somebody is a musician and they can play the keys, they can make any patch on any board sound amazing. I thought my stuff would sound like that on a piano roll. It did not. So when I bought when I bought um my Moog Slim Fatty, right? Is when Drake was it was when Drake was starting to pop off, early Drake, and I wanted the Drake bass, and I knew how to make it inside of Silent or whatever, but it sounded duty, you know. So I get this bass module. Is the OG version of it, right? Because I seen some tutorial where they were doing it inside Monarch, and I like the way that Monarch sounded. So I got the real fucking thing. And when I got the real fucking thing, that shit was so awesome. It was fantastic because it is what I liked. It's what I liked. It's not what a YouTuber told me to go that I should consider that was in my budget. I think you guys, if you're going to go spend $1,500, it is an act of folly to ask a YouTuber what synth you should go buy because we all have different taste. For example, I have a Prophet Rev 2. I love it, right? If if MG came through and wanted to like to play some pads or some shit on my Prophet, I could almost guarantee that he wouldn't have had as much fun because this Prophet, all of the sounds sound like Freddy Krueger, right? It sounds like Friday the 13th. It sounds like Escape from LA. It sounds like Assault on Precinct 13. It doesn't sound like Blade Runner. You know what I'm saying? So my question to you, JC, is what do you like? What do you like? All right, hold on, guys. This is gonna get loud. I learned this trick yesterday. You have to calibrate the converters. So it's cool. It does it's the sounds are really dope. There's not like it's not multi-sampled. There's no like velocity to the shit. But it's cool that the workflow that it puts you into of like either getting one sound. Oh god. Spending $2,000 for four cards. No, that's why I got the micro, because once I seen how expensive those cards were, I was like, yo, let me just get the micro so I'm never tempted to buy that bullshit. Dude, one of the fucking cards is just like is just one of the cards is just like sound effects like footsteps and shit. I'm like no, bro. Expansion cards for the Mellotron. But yeah, this shit don't sound like the Arteria one. The Arteria one has these sounds like ran through a whole bunch of damn has it ran through a whole bunch of effects. That shit is like that shit's like like the Nexus version of the Mellotron. This shit's cap. Hey, listen to that. That's fucking awesome. And then that's not to mention like once you start once you start getting the pedals involved and shit. Oops, this is gonna suck. Hold on, guys. Right. So now turn the amp back on. Yeah, I know it's only in the left ear. It's mono. Slick. There you go. You see what I'm saying? Throw a little reverb on it. And you see, like, the way this works, what makes it dope is, so the way it's sampled is, I think there's only like 2 or 3 octaves of every instrument, right? So if I go up an octave, you see how I don't have anything here, right? But if I take my pitch wheel and I kick it up, and then I go back down to the center octave, I got something there. So that's the fun of this is, you want to like, you're not gonna play this, like directly onto a track, and and stunt. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take this, you're gonna throw it through the SP, you're gonna throw it through VCR, and then nobody's gonna have it sound like that. You go and find yourself one of these. Go and find yourself a vibraphone. Go back to the strings. So there's definitely the propensity to get epic with it. Provided what different type of effects and equipment you have. Like we could take gen loss out of it. Like I'll take generation loss out of it, and let's just do straight VCR, right? So this is dry. This is with VCR. Now Wu Tang. You know what I mean? Like, like it's this with this thing. It's all about what pedals are you pairing with it. Where's Mood at? I want to show you guys something. Let's have fun. I'm sad the Elite Cam took a duty on us. I want to show you guys these pedals. No. Yeah, so we get isn't the Prophet X what old boy used for the Drake trumpets in the last song? Yeah, I just made earlier in the stream I made a similar beat with the same patch and the same arrangement. So let's go. You see what I'm saying? Like you could like Mood is so dope because you could just scribble some shit into it, and then what I would do is I'll just take this. I'm not playing anything right now. I just played those four little notes, twisted some knobs, and now I can go. Yeah, I'm saying Mood, and now like I could go record that, sample it. That's what Mood's about. You know what I mean? Like the way that I use Mood it'll be like the first thing I fuck with, right? So I'll take so I'll take the mellow or something like that. I'll find like a patch or whatever, because I'm not here to make like Strawberry Fields Part 3. You know what I mean? So I'll go in, make something like that, record it into a DAW, find the key of it, and then start playing stuff over it. That way every time, and that's gonna be like my new formula for like the next pack, right? I kind of discovered it on the last loop that I did for the six pack. That's kind of like what my six packs are. My six packs are like my Lucy's, like trying to figure something out, and then when I figure it out, I go and sell the six pack, and then I turn up and make the real version. That's why the price is not $50. It's $6. It's $5. Um, but yeah, what I'm gonna do for this next run, because all that other stuff was a lot of SP404 type shit. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with making little soundscapes like that. Can commit. Yeah, but I'm gonna start with making little soundscapes like that. Okay, and then building stuff on top of that, and burying that back in the mix. So it gives more ambiance and vibe and texture to the sample, instead of using something like I don't know, like Abbey Road vinyl, or fucking the J37 tape simulator. You know what I mean? I need you guys to promise not to mention Mood on Spicy Sundays until I got more of a budget so I can grab that too. Dude, that thing is, what's Mood looking like now? Mood should be like $500 right now. I don't think Mood's a limited release though. And the thing about Mood is, I don't think a lot of guitar players fuck with it. I might be wrong about that. Yeah, look, dude, it's $350 and it's back ordered. Not see, guys. Not every pedal that Chase Bliss comes out with, not every pedal is a fucking limited edition. You know what I'm saying? Only the Cooper collab was a limited edition that they didn't make more of. You know what I mean? Like, don't mm, don't go to Reverb and get jugged. Like, come here first. Definitely come here first. Like this guy right here. I almost bought this the other day because Mood gives you very short loops. But then I remembered, bro, I have a computer. Like, I could, like, if I want different loops, I could just record, three or four of those different loops, and then splice them together as audio. I don't have to, like, I'm not, you know, I am not needing to do all that. But, like, dude, their reverb is still for the 350, you know. I don't know why they charge so much for their delays. Like, their May, I still don't get. Tonal recall delay is for the 4 hundo. You got a gain stager. You got this. This thing sounds awesome. This is a bomb fucking filter. What do you think about the Mod Duo X? I don't even know what that is, bro. I bet this bitch is fire too. Yo, they made a pedal called ayahuasca. That's awesome. These are the ones right here. Like these are the ones that are gonna be, they're gonna be more expensive because obviously you can't get to it. Like this shit right here. This is the actual. This is like the actual like fucking RC20 joint. Like generation loss is really rough, but if you wanted to, if you were looking just for the wobble. And look, dude, they got that shit in Europe, $368. Look, bro, spicy Sundays. I love it. I love it. You just bought the arcades pedal, man. With all the gear you got, we finna be eating for years. Sample packs, NPC multi instruments. Yeah, I'm definitely talked to So 100. He keeps on giving me encouragement to make a key group pack. It's just his shit is so dope. I'm just like, fuck, dude. Like, how do I even compete with that? I see some good videos on Mood. Yeah, I had to watch all those same videos 3 times until I finally got how to use it. I think the problem for me was like using Mood is easy to like using Mood is easy to like if you try to use Mood on a timeline, quantized, running it through pipeline, you're not going to be able to get anything out of it. If you're going to try to, if you're going to try to use Mood at the end of the process, but if you start with Mood, like if and you just freestyle play something into it, then then you'll have a better time. What was the name of that handmade effects company in Philly? I don't know. Oh, you thought I was mispronouncing Moog? I'm picking my next hardware purchases carefully so I know the sound is what I really want and the workflow. That's important, man. That's really important. Eventide H9, Lo-Fi Bravado is really good. The influence is really real. Yeah, dude, you see it in the prices, bro. What's up, Sci-Fi? I'm trying to convince myself that a lot of these pedals will still be available. They will, bro. They will. That's the thing. That's the thing. Like this market it's only expanding, you know? It's only expanding, but I'm gonna hop off right now. I'm gonna make some I'm gonna make some shit under the cover of night where the ops can't see it. I appreciate you guys stopping by, participating in the chat, talking gear with me, talking music with me. You guys did picked up Arrangement Arsenal. I hope it fits into your workflow. Hope it helps you guys out. Um I really I really took my time to curate some good arrangements in there that all serve a purpose. And if you get it, you're going to be better at arranging beats than you were before you had it. That I promise you. So it's a CMP with Craftmaster Productions, Studio1tutorials.com. You guys keep it simple, but don't be basic. And we will see you on the next one, fam.